You were cleared for duty and summoned to the Pentagon.
Jason Hudson was my new handler.
In this video, I'll go through my top 5 shooting games for low-end PCs that don't require a dedicated graphics card. These games run very well, even with little glitches, but don't worry, they're simple to solve so you can enjoy the game without interruption. I've personally played all of these games and several are still in my collection. So without any more delay, let us begin with my top 5. Before we jump into the list, I want to emphasize that this ranking is based on my personal experience with each game on a low-end PC. I know everyone has their preferences, and if you don't agree with my list, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Feel free to drop your top 5 shooting games in the comments below. I might even check out 1 or 2 based on your recommendations. Let's get started. Number 5, Call of Duty World at War. Kicking off my list at number 5 is Call of Duty World at War. While World at War is a great addition in the Call of Duty franchise, it ranks 5th for a number of reasons. The first is its graphics, which by today's standards are somewhat outdated. When you try to run the game at a higher resolution on a low-end PC, you may suffer slowness, screen tearing, or other graphical flaws that may harm your gaming experience. Regardless of these little errors, World at War has a lot to offer. The plot is a dramatic picture of World War II, complete with a range of missions that take you through some of the conflict's most brutal interactions. You'll go from storming the beaches of Normandy to battling in the Pacific Theater, all while holding period-appropriate weapons. The gameplay is entertaining and the level design is excellent, with each mission presenting a distinct challenge. One of the standout features of World at War is its zombie mode, which was a groundbreaking addition to the Call of Duty series at the time. This mode pits you against waves of increasingly difficult zombies, and it quickly became a fan favorite. Even if you've never played World at War before, you probably heard about its zombie mode.
You were cleared for duty and summoned to the Pentagon.
Jason Hudson was my new handler.
Number 4, Call of Duty Black Ops. Coming in at number 4 is Call of Duty Black Ops, specifically the first one, ranks 4th. Now, ranking this game 4th may raise some eyebrows, especially considering Black Ops is widely regarded as one of the greatest in the series. For me, however, it ranks 4th due to technical difficulties I had while attempting to run the game on my low-end PC. If not for these issues, Black Ops could easily have been my first or second favorite game on this list. So what makes Black Ops such a great game? For starters, the story is one of the best in the entire Call of Duty franchise. Set during the Cold War, the game takes you on a wild ride through some of the most intense and covert operations of the era. You'll travel to locations like Vietnam, Cuba, and the Soviet Union, all while unraveling a complex and engaging narrative. The story is full of twists and turns, keeping you on the edge of your seat from start to finish. The gameplay in Black Ops is another strong point. The shooting mechanics are tight and responsive, and the variety of weapons and gadgets at your disposal adds a layer of strategy to each mission. Whether you're storming a compound or sneaking through enemy lines, the game keeps you engaged with its fast-paced action and diverse mission objectives. And let's not forget about the iconic multiplayer mode, which introduced new features like kill streaks and custom loadouts that have since become staples of the series.
The Russians, they're invading.
Number 3, Battlefield Bad Company 2. Moving on to number 3, we have Battlefield Bad Company 2. This game holds a special place in my heart, and it's one that I've spent countless hours playing. What sets Bad Company 2 apart from other shooters is its blend of intense firefights and strategic gameplay. The game is set in various locations, but you'll spend a lot of time battling through dense forests, which adds an element of tension and unpredictability to each encounter. In terms of graphics, Bad Company 2 is a standout for a low-end PC. The game's visuals are impressive, especially when you consider that it can run smoothly without a dedicated graphics card. The environments are richly detailed, from the lush greenery of the forest to the crumbling ruins of war-torn villages. The game also features destructible environments, which means you can blow up buildings, trees, and other structures to gain a tactical advantage over your enemies. And when it comes to performance, Bad Company 2 runs exceptionally well on low-end PCs. In my experience, it performs better than Call of Duty, World at War, even when both games are set to their highest graphics settings. I didn't encounter any major issues while playing, which is a testament to the game's optimization. If you're looking for a shooting game that delivers both in terms of gameplay and performance, Bad Company 2 is a great choice.
Hello. Hope he doesn't miss it too much. Children get the dash.
Number 2, Battlefield 3. Narrowly missing the top spot is Battlefield 3. This game is nothing short of a masterpiece, and it's hard to believe that it runs so well on a low-end PC without a dedicated graphics card. The graphics in Battlefield 3 are nothing short of stunning, with detailed textures, realistic lighting, and impressive particle effects. Whether you're fighting in the streets of a war-torn city or flying a fighter jet through the clouds, the game's visuals are incredibly immersive. The story in Battlefield 3 is solid, with a mix of intense firefights and dramatic set pieces. One of the most memorable missions involves flying a fighter jet as a passenger, where you take on enemy aircraft in a thrilling dogfight. The game also lets you operate a tank, adding variety to the gameplay and giving you a taste of different aspects of modern warfare. These missions are some of the highlights of the game, showcasing its impressive graphics and attention to detail.
Is aboard a medium freighter, Estonian registration number 52775. There is a small crew and a security detail on board. Rules of engagement, sir. Crew expendable.
Faceplate, this is Hammer 2-4. We have visual on the target. ETA 60 seconds. Copy, 2-4.
Last but not least, and finally my top pick is Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. This game is just amazing in every way. The story is unmatched and the gameplay is smooth and engaging. The graphics might not be the best by today's standards, but for a low-end PC, it's more than enough. They even remastered this game because of how good it is, but the original version still holds up really well. Whether you're new to the Call of Duty series or a longtime fan, this game is a must-play. One of the things that makes Modern Warfare so special is its gameplay. The controls are tight and responsive, and the shooting mechanics are as polished as they come. The game's pacing is perfect, with a mix of intense firefights and quieter moments that allow the story to unfold. Even though the game was originally released in 2007, it still holds up incredibly well, especially on a low-end PC. The graphics might not be as cutting edge as they once were, but they're more than adequate for a game of this caliber. Modern Warfare was so popular that it was eventually remastered, bringing its iconic story and gameplay to a new generation of players. However, the original version of the game is still worth playing, especially if you're working with a low-end PC. It runs smoothly even on older hardware, and you won't need a dedicated graphics card to enjoy it. Whether you're new to the Call of Duty series or a longtime fan, Modern Warfare is a must-play. Battle feel fresh and exciting.